Yeah, there we go. Now we're recording. I'll need to try and find a way of meshing this up with the little bit that I've already missed. How far into the stream are we? That will let me do it. 2 hours 23. Ish. Because for the first couple of minutes I will need to download the stream. Stein heeded my summons and has arrived in court. He is a 13 prowess. You'll do. Recruit to the court. Put on a helmet. Get ready for some raiding. We are still under our limit, and while we're reinforcing, it is costing us a fair amount of prestige. Cool. Children like guardians. I thought they had them. Oh. Okay, so Innkeeper is ill and frail. I don't see you living very long. However, you seem to be a pretty good steward. You're also fairly good at learning. So we need to get you somebody who is good at those things. So how about learning? Do we have anyone that's good at learning? Not really. What about stewarding? Stewarding we do. Omer. And then Moon as well. And what is Moon good at already? She is curious. Also learning. Oiva is a genius, intricate web weaver. She is pretty good at intrigue. I think that you'd be a good choice. Okay. And we are almost at full capacity. Oh, size 2 out of 5. I know later on I've seen 2 out of 10, so I guess the men-at-arms regiment sizes increases as well. Okay, we are now at full strength. Still lacking a couple levies, but frankly the levies are not what I need in raids. So we'll wait until you reinforce, and now we're ready. So where are we attacking? Down here? Down here. Oh, Lübeck's actually expanded. That's nice for them. Now, are there anyone in my council who's not very happy with me? No, actually, they're all pretty happy, actually. Is there anyone else that I want to be swaying to our side? I don't think so. Ashbjorn has arrived. Ashbjorn is a 15 prowess. Skilled tactician, unyielding defender. You definitely are welcome. Especially as you're only 3 ducats. Cheap. Very cheap. Alright, next raid. Lübeck's already worth 15. Hamburg's worth 0, so there's no point staying here. Unless I can walk. We'll go back out to sea, which again will take us some time. Warrior Lodge built. Excellent. So now we can upgrade the holding, because I don't think we can upgrade these. In fact, I don't think I even have enough prestige to upgrade the holding, do I? Nope. Requires 400. I spent too much. Change commander. Thank you. Oh, why is this not automatically me? I have not set myself to avoid combat. I don't actually know if that's actually a setting in this. I don't think I have. Another martial lifestyle. Okay, now we can take Pantheon tactics, which will increase the strength of my skirmishers. then envelopment will increase our countering efficiency. Then the sappers will make sieges faster, and then finally strategist, which will give us diplomacy, martial, increases enemy casualties, and also means I can now cross water without disadvantage, which will be quite helpful, I think. Oh, I wonder if that includes disembarking into enemy armies. You're actually going to be worth any money. Oh, yeah, you are. 20. Hello! Borkvard! With a prowess of 15. Athletic, tough terrain expert, and a brilliant strategist. Absolutely welcome to the team. Alright, so we've got another generation of good fighters. You assigned guardians and stuff to the children when the power cut out, so probably none of those were saved. Ah, possibly. Don't know if you noticed already, but in the bottom left of the character portrait, you can see what education they're getting. Ah. And does that change depending on their guardian? Or is that just set on a per character basis? Sindrin, what do you call a vegetarian Viking? Norvegan. Have you heard about Duke Rollo of Normandy? He was the first Bjorn against Christian. Where did the old Viking end up? At a nursing home. Know that saying that it takes a village to raise a child? It takes a Viking to raise a village. I like that one. That's good. Not many women join the Norse on raiding expeditions. Turns out they only made male armour. Click on the education focus to change it manually. Oh! Yeah, that never gets explained in the tutorial. Okay, that's good to know. That's really good to know. And in fact, speaking of things which are good to know, I have just released a new video over on the YubTubs, and it should actually be live now. Let's go and see how it's doing. Yeah, it's alive. And I'm going to link to it because it might be relevant to this type of thing. Because it is a video type that I've never done before. It's a top 10 things I wish I knew when starting out in Crusader Kings III. So it might well be of interest to you if you are just starting out in Crusader Kings III as well. So yeah, check it out. Oh great, getting all the bloody pawn bots as well. Remove you. Remove you. Remove you. Bye. Huzzah. And I had actually meant to put that as a at everyone on my chat too. Let me just go and do that as well. There we go. And let me know what you think of that video, because it is a very different style from what I usually do. And it's probably one of the most rigorously edited videos I've ever done. That thing took me 8 hours to make. 8 hours! For like 14 minutes of footage. It was not easy. There's a reason I do stuff the way that I do it. Because I don't like editing. But still, it should be a useful video, I hope. Also, just like in CK2, I've noticed that many things are either not explained or poorly explained in the game. Yeah, like in CK2, there is more feedback about education systems. And it's a character lifestyle thing. Like, there's an actual option on the character, which is a lot clearer than a tiny little thing right in the corner, which frankly looks like... I don't know what that icon looks like. It's just so tucked away and hidden. But now I know about it, that's definitely going to be useful. Fire and Blood. So do I want to continue capturing slaves for Visby and just building Visby up? Because we do need to hit that level 10 development, but I have a feeling that level 10 development is going to be the maximum. I just want to go and take a look. So we've still got city planning as the fascination, which is going to allow us to build a bunch of different buildings. But one of these, which I think was, yeah, Public Works. Counties now reach maximum existing development penalty at 20 development. So I think currently it's 10. And if we don't have Public Works, then we're just not going to be able to build anything over 10. So I think I'm going to keep my councillor focusing on this. No, we're going to keep on capturing this, and then I think what I'm going to do instead is get the councillor to focus on taxes. Is that really worth it, though? No, we'll keep doing what we're doing. Because I have so much money, I don't really have a use for money right now. Which is a really weird thing to say, but it's true. Oh, nope, that's going to take attrition. Do this. Innkeeper comes of age. I'm proud to see that my son is no longer a child. For the longest time, I was hoping that good tutelage would be enough to teach Innkeeper the intricacies of any kind of scholarship. All efforts have come to naught, however. Hardly studious, he at least managed to memorize certain choice quotes from the classics. He'll probably never write any great theorems, but he might read one or two. They grow up so fast. He's now an insightful thinker. Let me guess, that's a level... Oh no, level 2. Wait, no, that's me. Innkeeper. My idiot son. My idiot frail son. Wow, he's really terrible. I guess we should get you married. Fevronia is allied to, I thought, someone in Gardariki. Oh no, you're way down here. Wait, well what? You're here? Yep. And you're at least up there, so you're probably the closest to us. But your learning stinks. I think that Fevronia, in terms of abilities, might be the most useful. Oh wow, that's a lot of Ivarings. Ivar the Boneless is clearly getting around. And it would be a betrothal, but that's okay. I mean, these aren't too much younger. Arrogant, compassionate, arrogant, comely. I'm thinking a letter. Decent diplomacy, decent learning. Although, what does learning do for us? It gives prestige. Reduces the prestige cost to increase crown authority. Other characters are more likely to accept when you demand conversion. Okay, that's interesting. Scheme discovery chance, hostile scheme, success chance, increases effectiveness of intrigues, increased chance to successfully imprison, increases taxes, increases domain limit, increases levy size, increases reinforcement rate, increases advantage when commanding armies, increases opinion, increases effectiveness of diplomacy schemes. I'm guessing that frail is something, yeah. Traction, opinion -5, prowess -4, moderate penalty to health. I really don't want you as my heir. I'd much rather have Moon, I think. So let's marry you off to Aletta, who's got good learning and good diplomacy to hopefully try and keep you alive. With 2 congenial trait penalties. This is going to be interesting. And you're getting a learning education, which frankly is the most useless education that you could be getting. Although you're curious. So learning for curious is, yeah, unfortunately it is the best choice for you. I don't necessarily want to remove my guardian. Web Weaver. He is a genius though. Nah, sod it, we'll keep you in charge. It's fine. And we can now have 12 champions. Huzzah! Accepted. Excellent. Yeah, unfortunately this is not the same government type as late game Sweden, so you can't just vote for a new heir. So unfortunately I think it is probably going to be Innkeeper. So, Innkeeper, you now fight, don't you? How about you join us on some raids? Raiding party! Speaking of raids, hey Rose, how are you doing? Thank you very much for the raid. Hello, hello, hello. I would ask what you were doing, but I already know. Sitting in a lobby, same as me. Hello, hello. How are you all doing today? How'd your streams yesterday go, by the way? How was your game going? Fire and blood. Capture the slaves. Go back to sea, unless I can walk here. No. And then go and raid that. Oh, not to sea, to the river. Actually, can I raid this? I can raid this. Huzzah! So raid, Gifhorn. And then we'll return to the river. We'll sail over to Stendal. We'll raid that, and we'll probably raid some of this stuff as well. Glorious! Murder is a good way to keep people you like on the throne. That and giving people commander posts. Huzzah! Yeah, I'm not very good at murdering. My intrigue stinks. Although, actually, if I set my wife on that, then we probably could. The thing is, if I get caught, I really don't want to have Kinslayer. Because otherwise, this is a really good character. Also, he's just, and that just doesn't feel appropriate for him. Good, Rosebud needs some mummy time. Fair enough. Mastani, thank you very much for the gifted subs to Dr. Vikil and to Rose. Congratulations on the gifted subs to both of you. Welcome to the Mordlings. Innkeeper, my frail son. I know a remedy for your frailty. A healthy dose of bloodshed. Maybe with an unfortunate end. Whoa, fort level 4. These guys have seriously built this place up. And that's a big army. They actually hired mercenaries to deal with me. That's interesting. Well, this is going to be a challenge. We'll see how we deal with the mercenaries coming. Oh no, they're attacking as well. They're sieging this castle while I'm raiding it. It's fine. Capture some more. And that's taking a lot of penalties, so I'd rather not do that. I think I might actually go here. Off we go. Oh, those are the bad guys. Yeah, they're red backgrounds. So these guys are actually fighting while I'm raiding them. That's probably why they're so distracted. It's fine by me. We're still trying to get improved relations. Trying to think if there's anybody else that I really need to be improving relations with. Oh, possibly the genius. What was the genius's name? Oiva. Oiva the genius. Is Oiva the genius on my council? Do we have anyone who's better councillors? We could actually switch out the Godai now. His learning isn't that great. And we've got Rogenvalder, who's actually a guest here. Not very good at fighting, very good at counselling. In fact, you would be an even better diplomat. Flagellant wise man who's shrewd and an adequate bargainer. That's nice, but are you a Viking? Yeah, you are. Fantastic. We'll recruit you. And I will assign you to this position. And then steward, we do have you. Well, let's see if Freya wants to go anywhere first of all. So Freya is a 12-14. You've got a 24. We're not replacing you. So Freya is just getting replaced by the 16. You are a 9. You could be replaced by Innkeeper. So Innkeeper could become our Godai. He is the best at that. Nah. And then the Spy Master. Oiva is a very good Spy Master, and we are going to be starting to have to trust him a bit more. And if we get a good relationship between you and the kid that you're currently tutoring... Okay, suddenly we're actually really good at intrigue. Because the other thing I can do is put my wife on intrigue for a +9. Because that's kind of her thing. And with a +9 plus the 19 from the Spy Master, we're suddenly very good at intrigue, even though the current ruler sucks. He's got very good advisors for that. Okay, Mordred, now the game is out, what's my opinion on it? And apart from balancing the raiding mechanic, what's the first thing I'd like to see added? The first thing I'd like to see added would be the ruler designer. Really excited to be able to actually create your own full dynasty from the scratch. Although we have already like changed the name of our dynasty and everything. Actually, did that stick? I think that might have been one of the things that we were changed. Ah, this is one of the things that didn't stick. So, yes, we are renaming this. So, cancel that. We want to replace the dynasty. That's the house. Dynasty. Here we go. Mordling. Because then you can at least choose your own crest. And we're changing this to Mordling. And our motto is... It's just good business. I think that looks better. With capitals. And that's golden. Yeah, so ruler designer would definitely be the first thing. Second thing would be republics. I'm excited to see what they do with republics. Butavas has arrived. Butavas is a military guy. He's Vidalist, so he's not Norse. He doesn't like us very much. Oh, he's gluttonous. No, I think I'll pass on you. And we want to try and get 400 prestige, so I need some more fights. I need to go and attack these guys before they can finish that siege. I'm doing this purely to pick a fight. They have a better commander? Better than a 28? Okay. We are outnumbered by 300 here. So their heavy infantry is countered by my light foot, so they're at 72%. Their light foot's countered by my archers, they're at 82%. And their pikemen are completely countered by my armoured foot and do only 11%. Whereas my heavy foot is countered by their light foot and is dealing only 10%. Yeah, light foot are a really effective counter to heavy foot, I've noticed. Like, even though we have 200 to their 100, our heavy foot are just doing no damage, and because light foot is so cheap and so prevalent and so effective at countering, it's a problem. This is one of the reasons I haven't really focused on getting heavy infantry, because they're just not that good, and they're easily countered. They do have reinforcements coming in, who are arriving too late. They've already run away. You arrive now. We've recovered our morale and everything. And we got a glorious victory. 308 kills by our champions. We did lose one, though. Oh, no, they had... Okay, they had a lot more footmen than I realised. I thought they only had 100. I'm misreading something, apparently. That's why my foot was so easily countered by them. Because they had a lot. So what am I misreading? Oh, this is a battle against somebody else. Am I raiding this? No, I'm sieging it. I don't really care about sieging it. So we may as well head back to sea. We are currently overburdened, so let's head home. We've done our bit, and we also got a bunch of prestige, which I'm immediately going to invest in upgrading to a fortified tribal hold, which will increase my base levies by another 150. Hell yeah. And my garrison by 250. Do it. It's going to make me very hard to raid. Would I want a theocratic government in CK3? Yes. So after republics, I'd quite like to see bishoprics being a thing, because they never were in CK2, and also holy orders. I'd really like to see the ability to run a holy order. I'd quite like to see the ability to run the papacy, but I have a feeling that would break other mechanics because of how redonkulously wealthy the Pope gets. Like, I don't know, 744 ducats isn't a huge amount, but I've seen screenshots of him having like 20,000. Just because any bishop who's not paying their ruler, so basically any bishop that has less than one opinion with their ruler, pays it to the Pope. And once Catholicism gets big, that's a lot of extra resources for the Pope. Alright, we're going to go ahead and disband you, which will allow us to start building up our numbers again. And once we've reinforced, we'll head out once more. I like the top 10 vid. The humour was good and not forced. Good. Muzazim, the heavy infantry of the desert people of East Africa destroys heavy infantry. It's not even funny. I mean, yeah, Huskarls are incredibly strong compared to regular heavy infantry. The big problem with heavy infantry is just how easily they're countered. Like, if you have light infantry, you've basically completely nullified their very strong heavies. And they're very expensive. Can I ransom anyone? Probably. Yep. Tomasz Shizra is a 13-year-old kid. They don't want to pay the 10. Oh, they're greedy. And Wudekind Holstein. I mean, I'll probably just release you guys, demand conversion, and just start seeding you amongst my enemies. When does the actual conquering start? When I have a high enough level of fame. So once we're illustrious, we can start. Okay, we have risen up. Let's raise you lot to go fight again. And basically everything along that river is on fire. Many of the things along that river is on fire. Oh, France is having a civil war. 2,000 against my 1,200. I think we might be able to manage this now.